Last time.
Aha! Psych, bitches!
This time. Wait for it. Yo, what's poppin'? This is Skippy. I wanted to do the intro just at this absolute bop of menu music. Oh my gosh, dude. I could actually just sit here. Oh no. Ignore that. Oh jeez. Weird. Sorry, my GameCube has a tough time reading my disc sometimes. That was strange. Anyway, I just wanted to do the intro on this banging intro music because hot dang, is it fire? This game has great music. I should look up the person who the production is. The composer, so to say, for Paper Mario. Because it's so good. Okay, come back. Okay. Coming to you. But yeah, with that, I have learned some stuff recently. And by recently, I mean as of recording the last episode. Yo, gamers got it tough. Yo, we out here, gamers. Hot dang, is it difficult to try to manage playing, focusing, speaking simultaneously. I remember I used to watch a lot of Northern Lion. He's someone who I still enjoy, someone whose work I still really like. But I used to watch a lot of Northern Lion and think like, oh, dude, like Northern Lion, like you know, he'd play a game and he'd like die or get hurt. Actually, where am I going? Like play like Binding of Isaac a lot, and it's like, oh, you know, he'd get hurt or he'd, you know, take damage or whatever, and I'd be like, oh, like I'm gonna play, and I'd play like a Binding of Isaac or an Enter the Gungeon run, and I'd go through, and let's hope that doesn't happen again. But anyway, yeah, I'd play Binding of Isaac or bloop, bloop. Ouch, that hurt. I will finish this thought momentarily, I promise. Okay, cool. There's no other sort of dialogue.
Who just up and whack someone's tootsies like that? Somebody with some serious moxie, that's who. Look at that! It's some saucy mustached guy. He's in a world of hurt.
I'm glad they hook us up with that translation.
I'll give him a taste of the old tentacle trample.
Hey Mario, remember what Professor Franklin told us, right? You can press Y to change our attack order. For HP drops, you can press Y to put me in front. I'll be your body shield.
Anyway, yeah, I used to, you know, play some of the same indie games that he would. And I'd be like, like this is easy. I just won my first run. Like, what is he? Like, what? He like took damage there? He thinks this is difficult? And now I'm playing a game that I have an incredible familiarity with, and I'm noticing that I struggle at every instance. So for all of those who are like, you know, playing a game and talking's not that hard, or like, oh, why are streamers or whoever so bad at games? They're not bad at games. Turns out they're really good at games. Games are just incredibly difficult to play while focusing on speaking or other things simultaneously. So shout out to those gamers who are struggling trying to make entertaining content. All right, yep, did not block that at all. Struggling to make entertaining content while simultaneously, you know, playing. It's tough out here. But yeah, that being said, last episode gave me a lot of love and a lot of respect for those gamers who gotta try to focus on multiple things at a time. It really is a struggle. Also, I realized these videos are probably going to be a lot longer than I was initially intending them to be. I said in my video, like, oh yeah, maybe 10, 30 minutes, like, shouldn't be that bad. And didn't realize until after I'd already recorded. Ooh, got that stylish. I didn't realize till I'd already recorded that it was an hour long. So, honestly, in all honesty, a lot of these are probably going to be closer to the half hour to an hour mark. Simply due to the fact that, one, I like this game and I don't know when to cut myself off, but if I'm being honest, that's also the kind of videos that I like to watch. For me, anytime I'm watching YouTube or doing anything, the thing that I typically enjoy is longer videos, something that I can just kind of have in the background while I zone out or play. That's probably how he said it. But yeah, something that I can have on in the background. I'm actually gonna do something real quick before we go that way. Something I can have on in the background, just kind of chilling while I play a game. I used to put on YouTube while I was playing games of my own. I used to really like watching other people play the same games that I was playing. I don't know how many people are out here in 2020 playing the Paper Mario, but it's a thing. I like the longer YouTube videos. I feel for me personally, it's just a chance to zone out. It's very similar to like a podcast, just with the aid of visuals, you know. And speaking of visuals, hot dang, does Paper Mario have good ones. You might be noticing there's a few little strange visual glitches on my GameCube here. If those continue, I'll try to get that figured out in future episodes and videos. Hopefully it shouldn't prove to be too much of a problem, but I suppose we'll see when that comes. I'll make any edits that I have to make or anything in post when I'm editing. But yeah, I feel I had more on that thought. Basically, what I've learned is that this is hard, but it's also incredibly fulfilling. Making my first video, even though it's just like it's just a Paper Mario playthrough or whatever. I know I'm no, professional YouTube gamer or anything, but it was truly a wonderful experience. Going through, doing my own editing, making like thumbnails and stuff. And I'm sure for a lot of YouTubers, they're like, oh, it's like a lot of work. I know a lot of different YouTubers hire editors to do that for them because at some point it does become too much work. For me, I know that I'm not going to be able to upload daily, and if you're watching these, my sort of plan. Oh, hold up.
Whoa. Hold up now. You're an outsider. Past this point is the turf of Ishnail, head of the Robos. It's 10 coins to pass through.
Try to pass without paying.
I'm afraid I'll have to whip your butt.
Oh, I'm afraid I'll have to whip you, but good. That's weird. Who whip you, but good? Like, I don't know.
I can take you.
What? You gotta be kidding.
You think you can fight your way through here?
I'm gonna make you eat those words, tough guy.
Let's get this party started.
Alright. Just gonna put Goombella in front. I always like to get Gus out of the way early. He's actually pretty strong. He's a good gatekeeper boss, but I don't think he's anything that's too problematic. But he can be tough, especially for first time playthroughs. If you have experience, he's pretty easy. But if it's your first time playing, I wouldn't recommend trying to fight him right away. Ooh, that's lucky. Let's go.
Ah, dang it.
Hey, getting some of these and defend. Again, some of these timed defenses and stuff is gonna be harder than it typically is. And let's go. All right. I've noticed that defending in particular is a lot harder. Oh, my toes!
Ah, dang it.
Probably could have blocked that one, but I wanted to go for the spice. Okay, we can't attack you. I don't want to use that. Honestly, I think we're just gonna defend again. We'll have Mario do one more normal hammer. Alright, not too shabby at all. Come on. No! Oh, I'm trying to get the super guard. I should probably just stop and like and chill. I might have to stick to just regular guards as much as that hurts me. But I've had this GameCube controller for a very long time, so it's a little difficult to get the timing correct. Main thing we want from here is that flower power. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what it is I want to do after this. I've had some ideas. I was thinking that once I finish this playthrough, I probably should go back to the first Paper Mario, but the game that kind of interests me more. Let's go! Let's go, dude! Get screwed, Gus! Oh, that felt extra good. Oh, that was awesome. But the thing that I think I want to do next is, and this again wouldn't be a blind playthrough either, but there's a game heavily inspired by. Dang, I didn't get that time. There's a game that's heavily inspired by this, called Bug Fables. The creators have it's basically like a love letter to these OG Paper Marios, like this in the Nintendo 64 one, and that game is amazing. There's so much love and effort put into it. Oh, crud! You dumb video game heroes always pull this stuff. It's ridiculous. You think violence solves everything, don't you, huh? Don't you? Dude, preach, dude. Violence doesn't solve everything. Violence only begets more violence, or so they say. We honestly just kind of did that for no reason. There's actually nothing we can do over here currently. But I like to get them out of the way. That's some free XP. But yeah, that being said, Bug Fables is an amazing game. Oh, I'm so bad with names of developers and studios and such. Otherwise, I would shout them out. But I think it's on Steam. I think it actually might have. Did it release to consoles? I can't remember. Like something tells me that it might be on Switch, but I think that's wrong. I know it's definitely on Steam. That's at least what I played it on, and it's amazing. It's got just great art, fantastic like character development and writing, good music, an awesome story, and really fun gameplay. And a lot of it is very similar. Like a lot of its systems are very similar to this, but while it's clearly inspired, it 100% keeps its own identity. And it's a game that I just love very thoroughly, that I will likely play after this one. They came out with an update, so there's some new content I'm not familiar with. Anyway. Chapter 1. Castle and Dragon. Man, I remember, the name kinda, the name already kind of says what's up. Oh, hold up, some dialogue.
Well, here we are, the Petal Meadows, where folks say the Petal Meadows, where folks say a crystal star hides. Woohoo! Here we go, Mario. The start of our adventure. This is completely awesome.
Dude, it is pretty awesome. Hit a little save. Ooh, that was scary. GameCube, please do not crash in the middle of saving. That would be horrifying.
But yeah.
This actually is gonna speak on, this was actually what I was just about to speak on, but very ominous.
Whoa! What was that? Like a very ominous large cloud? Oh, is that a... Whoa! Mario, look!
Yeah, in case it's not incredibly obvious from both the title and that little cinematic, the first boss is a dragon.
Totally incredible. I've never seen anything that humongous before. It looked kind of scary too. Weird. Professor Franklin said this place was peaceful. Wow, crazy. We just started and already there's intrigue. Come on, Mario, let's go.
Way to just really lay it out there, Toadette. Just like, are you really, Nintendo just really patting themselves on the back for the story, huh?
Like, wow, I can't believe how incredible and interesting this story is. If there were writers behind it, they would be just immaculate geniuses. Really, a lot of hard work put in by whoever has written this story. Wouldn't you agree?
Aside from Nintendo's sort of obvious pat on the back there, I do have to admit, as a kid, that was something that blew my mind. I was like, yo, like Super Mario game, the first thing that we get into is a giant dragon. Like, man, it's a thing that I wish. That newer Paper Marios took the liberty of experimenting with. I think, the one that everyone rags on is like Sticker Star, and I'll be honest, I never played Sticker Star. I played Color Splash, which is apparently supposed to be really close in execution to Sticker Star. And that one, I thought it had like some good comedy, but it was a thing where a lot of it was just lost on me as a byproduct of just the gameplay. I noticed that in this game, I will actively go out of my way to fight just about everything. Like, I like the combat, I like smashing Goombas, getting experience, like it feels rewarding. And that's something that's just sort of gotten lost over the course of the Paper Mario franchise. There has just slowly become less and less of a point to fighting things, other than getting resources that you could just get an infinite amount of anyway without having to fight. This isn't to say that they're all awful games. I mean, I don't know about Sticker Star. I didn't think Color Splash was horrible, but it didn't keep my attention, and then maybe that is a sign of a horrible game, but we gotta level up before I continue on this rant. Woohoo! I always like going for badge power. I think badge power is the most important. I'll probably do health next, but we're gonna start with this. I know we don't have a lot of badges, but that's one that that's the one that I like to upgrade the most. I think it's the most sort of prominent. But yeah, when it comes to the newer games, I played Origami King. Origami King, I think, had a lot of promise. And if I'm being honest, I don't think Origami King was bad. I think that it was executed. It was at least a step up from Color Splash. They kinda bring back partners, not in the way that I would want. Hold up.
One more thing, Mario. If you ever find yourself, like, wondering what to do, just press X and use my tattle ability, okay? Talk to me, Mario. I'm right here. You don't have to woohoo and wahoo and yippee all the time. I know that saving the princess might be hard, but I'm here for you too. Ooh, woo.
No, I can't do that. Sorry.
I may be able to look up some useful info that'll help us on our adventure.
Dude, everyone simps for Mario in this game. Straight up. Every single character hard simps for Mario in this game. And I kind of like it. It's very funny. Get rid of this badge man. Badge man. There's a place you can find. I said badge man. Ooh, that was very close. No, but when it comes to oh, let's go, baby! Sorry, I get very excited. I never expect to actually hit those, so when I do, it's very exciting. But yeah, when it comes to the Origami King, I think they experimented with the story and with the style a lot more, and I thought it was interesting. The bosses are also kind of interesting. Like, I'm a minor spoiler right now for the Origami King Paper Mario, but like one of the first bosses, or maybe it's not the boss, maybe it's like the side boss, but one of the first sort of big things that you encounter that you end up fighting is this like this giant like origami turtle that's super cool. It's like supposed to be some sort of like mystic guardian or something. And then like immediately afterwards, you're like fighting like a case of colored pencils. I don't know. It's very strange. And I do think that they did some good stuff in experimenting and with some of the dialogue. But it was a thing where, while I was definitely more into the world and more into the storytelling of this game than I have been with, you know, the 2 prior games, it was still a thing where the combat, though it was definitely a step up, felt lacking. Maybe that's just a me problem. Maybe for me, you know, I love RPGs. I love leveling up. I love, you know, I like feeling like I've truly progressed or grown as a character and getting to make decisions for how my character changes and evolves as the story progresses. And I think the lack of that has just sort of, you know, struck me the wrong way. I don't want to say the wrong way, but just hasn't been my favorite. But I do think it's a good game, and I think that it's one that's actually worth checking out. Though I should say that this recommendation should come with a grain of salt, because again, I didn't finish it, but I liked it a lot more than the previous Paper Marios. I'm trying to think. What does this guy have? That's just kind of like a normal dude, like welcome, travelers. Where are you ask? Well, this is Petalburg. Sorry, but it's been a long time since we've had visitors here. We're kind of remote. Yepity. Once that dragon hooktail was spotted flying around this area, well, didn't help tourism. It didn't help tourism. Put it that way. People just stopped visiting.
A dragon? Hooktail? That must have been the huge thing we saw earlier, Mario. It's called Hooktail, huh? Ooh, scary name. So, anyway, Green Boots, have you ever heard of these things called crystal stars? We're on the quest for them. It's very important.
Crystal stars, you say? Nope, can't say that I have. Sorry about that. I want to speak with the mayor, though. He's old. Like, really, really old. As such, he knows all kinds of stuff we don't. Koopas of his age are, really smart. Anyway, Mayor lives in that pink house up ahead. You should go check it out.
A pink house? Sounds totally hideous, but I skipped... Oh, wait. Sounds totally hideous, but it should be easy to find. Thanks for your help.
Anything else? What's up? I feel like this guy's like a Bradley Cooper. Visitors are sure rare here, but they're always welcome. Make yourself at home. I don't know why. I get Bradley vibes. Oh, dude, I love the bulbs. I kind of wish that that they did something similar to the 64 game.
Top of the morning. 'Tis I, Bulba. I am as happy as can be. Why? Simply because I'm surrounded by flowers.
Oh man, I feel like he's like, why? Because these flowers are full of hallucinatory drugs.
Take a whiff. Now, I might just be having an intensely vivid hallucination, but is that the Super Mario I see? Why, I never.
Anyway, this dude's a creep, but we kind of love him. Let's, we got Goombella out. Yo, what's up, weirdo?
Ah, bonjour, mademoiselle. It is a beautiful day, no? No, not you, Monsieur Moustache. I am speaking to the lovely little cabbage behind you. Do you say, my pretty, abandon this dullard and come away with moi?
Ew, are you kidding? Ew! Nice wig, you disco wannabe. Take a hike, bozo the dork.
Oh, sacre bleu, such brutal honesty. Such a sharp tongue. Well, I retreat for now. If you change your mind, Sherry, come and find me.
What a total sleaze. Let's go somewhere else, Mario. He is a total sleaze, but, like, I gotta respect the drip, dude. Like, look at that swag. He's got like disco, rodeo, French, everything. I don't know. It's very intense, but like, again, gotta respect the drip. Also, I like these.
Hey, it's us, the Happy Wanderers, the Traveling Sisters 3. This village is famous for its clear water, clean air, and one more thing. That big bad hooktail. You can't wait to see it.
It kind of remind me of like, they almost have like Powerpuff Girls energy. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the whole trio thing. What's up, Kupiku?
Well, hello there. My name is Kupiku. It's nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, that hat, those overalls, and that magnificent mustache. You're Mario, aren't you? I've heard tales of how strong you are. If you're here, that means you're going to challenge that monstrous hooktail. If only Koops were as brave as you. Oh, if only Koops were as brave as you.
Something like that. Anyway, turtley leaf. Anyway, I totally lost my train of thought, but tying back, yeah, I think the game that I want to play after this is going to be Bug Fables. It's awesome. Truly a wonderful game. And then after that, I'm not really sure.
What's that? Someone there? Who is it? Who?
Oh wait, maybe it's more like a.
I know, you're thieves. You're to rob a defenseless old Cooper. Despicable. Go on, do what you will, but as you can plainly see, there's nothing to steal here. Just my supple old body. Do what you must, I won't fight back. Oh, bandits, truly the worst thing for someone as soft, old, senile, and moist as myself.
Sorry.
I guess I have a little money. Take it, you fiends, and my antique shell, too, which would leave me stark and naked. Just leave the photos of me and the missus. Can't do without those memories.
We're not here to. Sorry. That was maybe a bit vulgar.
What? Oh, not thieves, you say? Well, what's your story then? Oh, wait. You folks looking for the crystal stars? Well, why didn't you pipe up before, you idiot? We're just wasting time here. The crystal stars you say you're hunting. Wait, what did I hear about those dang things again? Aha, got it, Hooktail. Hooktail's what you're looking for. Ah, hello, random stranger. Let me point you to the crystal stars, a sacred and powerful treasure that I'm sure a random person like you can be entrusted with.
Anyway.
It's this enormous ornery dragon. Eats folks, they say. You know Hooktail, right?
Of course.
Well, this Hooktail's brutal flyby snackings have all of us on pins and needles. So, are you reckless fools? Are you gallant heroes off to rough it up?
Wait, what's that?
This does sound promising. Why, if you can rid us of Hooktail, we'll shower you with gratitude and rewards. Wait, what's that I hear? You'll accept no reward?
Yo, this Koopa kind of built different though. When Bradley Koops, the dude out front, said that he was smart, honestly, he is just belittling us, or not belittling us. Yeah, you know what? We'll go the hero course. Of course I won't. It doesn't matter what you pick, even if you say, no, I didn't say that. He's like,
oh, what an unselfish man. You're noble indeed. Yep, a good egg. Now, what did you say your name was again?
It's me, Mario.
Murphy? That's a fine name. Yes, a fine name indeed. Well now, Murphy.
It's a Mario.
I appreciate that, Murphy. They are nice eyebrows. Now listen up. If you're intent on going to Hooktail's castle, find the secret pipe near this village. I don't know where it's at, but I know you need stone keys for that pipe. The keys are somewhere in Schwunk Fortress, just past the village. Get them first. Well then, Murphy, get going and take care of that Hooktail monster.
Like, I feel like clearly the old Koops can hear him and knows what's going on, but the thing that the Koops earlier was like, oh yeah, old Koops like him are smart. Well, honestly, it ain't wrong. Got an email.
You got an email. As you travel, you may receive email from people you've met on your journey. You can read these emails on your mailbox, SP. Press Start or Pause to access the menu and check your email. You'll find it under Important Things on your gear screen.
But yeah, I think going back to what I was saying earlier, I think that'd be good. But after Bug Fables, I truly have no idea what it is I'm going to play. Wait. I don't know. Something about the Koopa's faces makes me feel like they have more of like a high pitch, almost like an old stronghold called Schwank Fortress lies ahead. No, I don't know if that's right. I feel like they're just like normal dudes. An old stronghold called Schwank Fortress lies ahead. A stone creature lives there. At least it might live there. This gate is to keep it out. My job is guarding the gate. But if the mayor says it's okay, I'll let you pass. Careful out there, though. Yeah, these are just chill dudes. I don't need to give every single Koopa a voice. Excuse me. I beg your pardon. Wait, please. Oh, it's my boy. What's up, Koops? Pardon me for yelling like that. I was panicking. How do I begin? My name is Koops. I heard you're traveling to Hooktail's castle. So, anyway, I have a favor to ask. Dots. Like, lots of dots. Like, an incredibly large amount of dots. Well, dots. Dots. Oh, just forget it. Never mind. Ignore me. Goodbye. Oh, poor Koops, dude. Okay, that was weird. What do you think that was all about? Talk about issues. Yo, don't be a fucking bitch, Goombella. My man's got confidence issues. I identify a lot with Koops. Don't be an asshole. That being said, I do identify a lot with Koops. He's got a great arc in this. Sort about, it's about like, finding himself and whatnot, and I'm not gonna like spoil all the explicit details for those who might not who might have never played this before, but he's got a good arc to say the least. Yo, what's up, Luigi? But yeah, after I do that, Bug Fables, that is. I keep going back to it, but keep getting interrupted. There's so much dialogue in this game. But it's good, though. That's not a complaint. That's actually highly a compliment. I think the dialogue is great. But I certainly have no idea what it is I'll be doing next. I want more games that have, like, a lot of dialogue. I think Catherine would be a really good one. I like Catherine a lot. But again, that'd be like a repeat playthrough. There's not a... I feel like doing some games, some blind playthroughs would be good, but I'm not sure what I'd want to do. I'm not sure what sort of games are out there that are more like story focused, or maybe like RPGs that would really entice me. Like I could do like maybe like a Skyrim playthrough or something, but I don't know. I feel like that's definitely been done before. Not to say that Paper Mario's been done before. Not to say that I shouldn't, explore avenues just because they've been explored by other people. Because me exploring them is going to be a journey in and of itself. And I think that that's very important. But yeah, I just don't know what I'd want to do. So if anyone does end up watching this and going through, and there's suggestions that you think I'd be particularly into, either based on this game or based on the other stuff that I might play. Please, feel free to leave them. I'm very open to suggestions. I'd like to see what else the gaming community has to offer. With that, being said, things that I'm not particularly into is I'm not much of like a shooter. Like I used to play some Apex Legends with some friends of mine, and back in like season 1, we weren't half bad. And like even before that, I've played my fair share of shooters and such. Before I ever played Apex, I was really into Modern Warfare 2 as a kid. That game was awesome. I always lost to my friends. My friends were much better Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 players than I was. But I eventually moved on from that. Got really into Black Ops. Not so much Black Ops multiplayer. I played a decent bit of that, but the main thing was, of course, was zombies. Everyone loved zombies. That was like a big game mode for Black Ops and for Call of Duty at the time. But the one that I probably got the most into sort of after my Modern Warfare 2 sort of young shooter phase was, I could have swore there was a thing over here. Maybe it's on the other side of the castle. What am I trying to say? I had words. There were things I was trying to say. Was Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 I put a lot of time into. But yeah, that being said, it's been a thing that I've sort of just fallen out of, mostly because for me, one, I'm not very, one, I'm not very like good at shooters, and two, they're just not very enticing. Like, I haven't found a shooter that really speaks to me necessarily. Like, they can be fun, don't get me wrong, and that isn't to say that anyone, like anything against those who play shooters. I think they're well-made games a lot of the time. I forget what their defense is. I think I'm just gonna do this. Let's go. Okay, yeah, let's go. That's not too bad. I wanna save the POW block. Dang it, missed that. But yeah, I think the things that interest me more, definitely RPGs. Something I was thinking about maybe doing a playthrough of. I wouldn't be able to do as much sort of reading in it necessarily because it's already fully voice acted. But Divinity 2 Original Sin is one of my favorite games of all time. Larian Studios, and a studio name that I actually remember, is amazing. They did such great work. Everything from the music to the atmosphere to all the voice acting. Like, the entire thing is fully voice acted. Like, the narrator, all the characters. It's truly, truly wonderful. And then just like, of course, the combat system. That's, no, I'm bad. I'm so bad. Oh no. If I was that Koopa, I would have left too. I think that was the Koopa who left. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I think that Divinity 2 Original Sin is a super awesome game. Very, very detailed and just immaculate. Great combat system. That'd be an incredibly long playthrough. I feel if I was to do something like that, I'd want to get some friends to play with me or something. But it'd probably have to be for another time. I don't have a gaming laptop. I'm just gonna out myself out as a fake gamer right now. I'm currently recording just using, or not gamer laptop. I don't have a gaming PC. Like, I don't have like some crazy good hardware or anything. I'm using my laptop and what I got. But like I said, this is for me, and I think that when it comes to something like this or anything that someone's into, the most important thing is to start. One thing, the things that actually inspired me to start this was a Rubber Ross video. I feel like a lot of what I talk about is just like bigger YouTubers who like already have like the recognition and stuff. But dude, like, check out some of these people. But Rubber Ross is a super cool guy. Like a great artist and animator, as well as a like a gamer. Like, he does a lot of like Twitch streams. He plays on he plays like a lot of like Mario and like Among Us currently, because that's like the game that is like super big right now. Everyone loves that game. Myself included. I think Among Us is awesome. I like all the mind games. It's very fun to watch and enjoy. But he on his Rubber Ninja channel, where he like does his animations and stuff, he created this like E-Girl or E-Monster Girl series, which one I think is just a spectacular idea. But on top of that, he created the series, and there's this character Slime Mantha who's very like wholesome. And what she talks about is, hey, if you have something that you want to get out there, if there's a project you want to start, or if there is, anything like that, I guess I'll just let him touch me, I think. Yeah, if there's a project you want to start, or like content you wanna make, one, you should do it for the love of the content, which I thoroughly agree with. But also, the sort of advice that she gave was, hey, if you
even if you don't think you're that good or you're that like talented, the best thing you can do. Oh, hold up, let me get a read on these boys. The best thing you can do is just start. And honestly, I think that's true. I think that for me, this is something that I've kind of struggled with, is not wanting to, or is being sort of scared of like, okay, like for me, I make music, and you know, some of the fear is like, okay, what if my music's not good enough? Or, you know, in the case of this, I was always like, oh, I think starting a YouTube channel would be really cool. But there's always the like fear or anxiety of like, oh, what if I'm not funny or entertaining enough? Or, you know, what if like people don't like or watch it? But that video kind of inspired me to be like, hey, it doesn't matter if people don't watch it or interact with it. As long as you love it and as long as you're having a good time, that's what matters. And I think that that's something that a lot of people could, you know, could really take to heart. And I think that if you have something, whether it's a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel, or if you're, you know, if you make music or art, get yourself out there, because you never know, you know, if that's something you're passionate about, you never know how you might succeed unless you try, you know. And I feel that that's the thing that stops a lot of people from, you know, pursuing their dreams or living, you know, the types of lives that they want to live. You know, I feel that everyone has the potential to you know, live a life that is thoroughly satisfying for them, and do something that makes themselves proud and happy. You know, I don't believe that. Dang it! I don't believe that, you know, everyone. Yes, let's go. Sorry, dude. I get so hyped. I don't believe that everyone has to be resigned to like a 9-to-5 or even getting like a college degree or you know, doing these you know, these sort of normalized versions of success. I believe that success can be whatever you make it, but I believe that people are often, and again, this is myself included. I don't say this trying to be like, oh yeah, other people are unsuccessful because they just don't know. You know, this is me too. It's very easy to be, you know, sort of crippled by fear and not know how to proceed or not know what, you know, the first steps to take. But I think it's a thing where in anything, if you just decide to take those first steps, you'll figure out much more through experience than you would if you just sat dreaming about what it'd be to be in the position you want to be in. You know, I believe that people have the ability to make their dreams a reality. You know, whether again that's rough. Whether again that's music, art, sports. I think that, yes, dude, yo, we're actually getting these. I believe that a lot of it is just taking the first step, which is often the hardest part. But oh man, I wish I could remember. But there's this like Jim Carrey quote where he's talking about himself and like seeing like this cliff edge or whatever, and how it's important just to like face it and to know that you'll like make it to the other side, and to not let, you know, the fear of falling prevent you from moving forward. And yeah, I just empathize or not empathize. I resonate with that a lot. I think that if people you know, gave these things that they were scared to do an honest effort, they'd be surprised with the you know, with the success they might meet. Before I do this, I kind of want to finish this thought. One thing that I know I've you know, struggled with is like, oh, like maybe I should go to school, maybe I should find a teacher, maybe I should, you know, do this. And I feel like a lot of it, like, don't get me wrong, if there is something like a craft you're trying to learn, finding a teacher is incredibly important. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to be the one who does it. You know, you can't rely on other people to bring your success or your enjoyment of your craft to you. That's something you have to bring for yourself. And I think that a lot of the times, even more so than finding a teacher, it's important to again, just take those first steps. And this sort of series is me taking my first steps. Again, I don't know if anything's gonna come from it, but I wouldn't mind, you know, being able to just I don't know, chill, talk, chat, and you know, make a living off of something that I enjoy a bit more than, you know, a 9-to-5 or working at a restaurant or whatever. That being said, I'm gonna get into it because I'm kind of putting off the story to hold this idea or this tangent. But let's get back into this.
Hoo-ha-ha! You're the first contestants I've seen in a while. If you've come all the way here to Schwank Fortress, you must want the stone keys. And if that's the case, then you must compete against me. If you win, I'll let you through to where the stone keys rest. However, if you lose, you will suffer a terrible fate, and by terrible, I mean awful. So, what do you want to do?
I'll take you on.
You're in for it now.
Dude, I love this very... Look at this dapper thwomp, dude. Where did you get that bow tie, my good sir? Oh, so precious. Hold up, I'm gonna turn the game music up for myself a little bit. Get a drink of water. Let's see here.
Hey, ladies and germs. Welcome, everybody, to the 65th Super Fun Quirk Quiz. Perk up those ears. If you correctly answer 5 of the following questions, you win. You get 3 of them wrong and you'll suffer a cruel and unusual punishment. Now, for the first question. What's hidden in this place?
Oh geez, I turned it up only to want to turn it down immediately. This quiz music's crazy.
Is that your real answer? Are you sure?
Of course, dude.
That's correct. That question was too easy, but it only gets harder from here, much harder. So prepare yourself. On to question 2. What do 1 Mr. Softener and 1 Fireflower cost in the shop in Petalburg in total?
This one is the one that always trips me up. I think it's 16 coins. Let's go. I never actually check, but I'm glad I got it right.
That's correct. But that question was also too easy. It only gets harder from here, much harder. Just like me, a thwomp. I am harder, so prepare yourself. Moving on, question 3. What is the name of the mayor of Petalburg?
It's Group.
That's correct. That question, just like every other question, was too easy, but it will maybe get harder. Prepare yourself. Now tell me, where's the crystal star?
It's in Hookdale's castle.
Right again. Tell me you didn't just get your 4th right answer. It can't be true. That's it. I'm making the rest of these near impossible. Get ready for brain pain.
Dude, Brain Pain sounds like the name of like its own quiz show. Like a Nickelodeon style quiz show where it's like, all right, welcome back to Nickelodeon's Brain Pain, the quiz show for kids. You know, like something that's just like very like, you know, upbeat. You get slimed if you get the questions wrong. Anyway.
Are you ready for the diabolical question 5? How can one get from Petal Meadows to Rogueport?
Go through a pipe.
Is that your real answer? Are you sure?
Wahoo! I wonder how like Mario's actually answering these. Like he's just like like the questions pop up, he's like, do wahoo for A, yippee for B, woomta for C, and wait, whoop ha, yahoo, waha, and waha for D. There we go. I had to actually go through the through the Mario dialogue. Mario's like not actually answering any of the questions. She's just like,
how much does a Fireflower cost? Woohoo! Did you say 22? That is correct.
He just like gets through this by complete accidents, just happenstance. The Thwomp has just awful hearing. Anyway.
No! Oh, that's right! You correctly answered 5 questions. I don't believe it. You win! So very angry! I can't believe I lost. I guess I have to let you through, stupid rules.
At least he's a fair guy. Sorry about that, my very angry companion. Waha! In the sewers now. Sorry, yeah, let's go. Dude, poor Goombella. She's practically drowning in this water, and if this is like a sewer-esque thing, that can't be good. Do we have new... I think we should have some new badges, right? Yeah, close call, multi-bounce. Let's go. That'll be really good for these upcoming battles. I love Mario. Alright. Yeah! One thing I really like about this game is I really dig the... Okay, actually, I don't want this man in the back to use a fire flower, so I will tattle next turn. But this turn, I'm going to try to just get rid of this man. There we go. But yeah, I really like the... Oh? Ah, dang it. That's okay. Let's go! That one you don't have to counter super hard, as long as you just get the oh geez. As long as you just get the block. That's typically the best way to handle these guys. Yeah, man, I really like the stage aesthetic. I think that's something that I think is really cool, and that I wish they expanded on in other Mario games. Or maybe if they didn't go with stage aesthetic, they could do, you know, something new and unique. But either way, that's something that I find to be just incredibly interesting. Woo! Ha! Oh yeah, let's go. So I've been, just to kind of, oh man, I should have killed that item guy first. Oh well, that's alright. Something I've been doing lately is, watching a lot of skits. Ooh. Let's go. Get screwed, Fuzzy. I've been watching a lot of skits. There's this YouTube channel called Characters Welcome, and it is so inspiring. It's a lot of just like sketch writers and not necessarily like improv comics, but a bunch of like sketch writers who just create some of the most zany and wonderful characters. And it's a thing that I've gotten a lot of inspiration from. Oh no, that I think is really cool. And I don't know if I'd ever really have the capacity to write, you know, skits or sketches or anything. But I think one day in the future I'd like to try to get into some more writing. I don't think that I'm I think that I'm a occasionally clever, occasionally witty individual. I'm not gonna say that like I'm a stand-up comic or anything, because I just don't believe that to be true. I think that sometimes I can say a funny thing here and there, but for the most part, I think that I'm just kind of your average chill individual. For me, the thing that I want these to be more so than like funny or anything is relaxing. Which can be a bit hard. I get very excited. I like to you know, I get very invested in like the games that I play, even with the small, you know, if I block something or get a good hit off, like it's exciting, you know. And so there might be times where I get, you know, a little loud or a little too invested, but more so than anything, the type of content that I like to watch is the stuff that I could fall asleep to. That's just very, you know, vibey. And I don't know, maybe I should strive to make, you know, content that's more entertaining and not just sleep fodder. But that's what matters to me is the, you know, the sort of low energy, high vibe content. But with that, I have totally lost my train of thought. Oh, yo, for Goombella. Let's go. Okay. I'm glad we're getting the timing on those, because those can be kind of hard to hit sometimes. Yeah, what's it called? Characters Welcome is awesome, and it also features one of my favorite, man, calling him a comedian, I mean, he is a comedian. He's very, very funny. I'll just say one of my favorite people of all time. He does so much. He's a dungeon master, a skit writer, like hosts a D&D podcast and a show, and is a comedian, is genuinely a very funny individual. If you don't know who I'm talking about Brendan Lee Mulligan. Brendan Lee Mulligan is just one of my just an icon, dude, and one of the people who I have just an insane amount of respect and prestige for. I think that man is just incredibly charismatic and talented. And in a lot of ways, I strive not to be him. I want to be myself, and I think I've got my own things that make me a unique and talented individual. But ooh, yo, get screwed, little fuzzy man. Oh. Yo, let's go, boys. I don't think that's gonna get us anything, but the fact that we even got a bingo is very hype. Oh, let's go, full audience. That's tasty. But yeah, I've been very just inspired by him recently, and it's made me want to get just more into comedy. Like again, I don't think that I'm an unfunny individual, but I think there's a lot to learn from watching, comedians, skit writers, playmakers. It's crazy. There really is like a science behind it. Not to say that it's all like when someone's being funny, they're just like, aha, yes, here's my quadratic equation for laughs. Like a squared plus b squared equals haha funny. It doesn't work that simply, but I do find it, incredibly interesting that, like there's the rule of threes and there's the yes and, like always playing back and forth with the people who you're engaging with. And I think that a lot of like schools could benefit from having more like comedy classes or opportunities for kids to take. Like improv classes. I know that there's like, drama and drama style classes and whatnot, which can teach acting. But I think if schools had improv classes, either it's like an extracurricular or like a thing that you could get for, because there's like, you can take like art and music classes in school. If they did improv classes, I think that would be awesome. I think that,
York? Hey, you suspicious types, this is our place, and coming in here is rude. Sorry, suckers, but if you want a warm welcome, too bad. Now I had lunch on your head.
I feel like that was supposed to rhyme, but like it didn't quite. Oh, dude, this. It feels so mean. It feels so mean to diss this fuzzy in the way I'm about to diss him. But dude, he's a piss fuzzy, dude. Like he's living down here in the sewers, and all the urine from the sewer water is that's gross. I'm not gonna continue with this insult on this poor yellow fuzzy. I'm so sorry. But you're also being a jerk, so I will call you a piss fuzzy, all I desire. Scold fuzzy, we don't have to really get into that. But yeah, that being said, I think when it comes to comedy or anything you're trying to learn, the best way to sort of get invested is to
Hey, ow! You chumps are tougher than you look.
But I'm not through yet. Everyone, get him! Ooh, geez. Hoo-wee and hoo-boy. Let's go. All right. Oh, dang it. I'm trying to do some super guard practice. Let's go. Get clapped. Get clapped, you absolute fool. Oh, I guess I have to jump on him now, huh? Okay, that's fine. We had some lucky stuff happen, so dude, I think this is the best I've done in this fight. Yeah, yo, only 2 turns? That's not bad. Let's go. Oh, give me that XP. But yeah, I think when it comes to anything that you're trying to learn, I found that engaging with it is really the best way to, to get involved and to pick up on things that you might not otherwise learn or pick up on. So in that, yeah, I'm gonna try to keep my own, identity and whatnot. But I'm sure that as this continues, you'll hear a lot of inspirations. How long? I'm gonna heal up real quick. Oh, wait, do I need to heal up? Is there a? Honestly, I kind of got caught up. We just beat the fuzzy. It looks like I'm about an hour in based on the in-game playtime. I think this is gonna be where I call it. And on the next episode, we can go and finish chapter 1. Go fight Hooktail and do the rest of the goodness. But yeah, getting the I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get back to Koopa Village and then we'll call it. I kind of want to keep playing. I like this game a lot. And yeah, it also gives me some time to talk about my inspirations. One of which I've already, other than Brendan Lee Mulligan, people from College Humor. Not that necessarily translates into, video game YouTubing or anything. Another one that I get a lot of inspiration from is Game Grumps, man. Game Grumps is very funny. I watched them play this game. Dude, another bingo? Oh my god, I almost said this stream. This isn't a stream, but this gameplay is so blessed. I can't believe it. 2 bingos, right in a row. That's insane. But yeah, Game Grumps I've got a lot of inspiration from, and I'm trying so hard not to just steal their jokes. I feel like the Koopa joke is one that they made. I feel like they made fun of the Koopa being like, oh no, please don't rob me, in a very just I want to be robbed-esque way. I feel like they might have made that joke, but I'm gonna try not to steal all their jokes because they're very funny, and I do get a lot of inspiration from them. And I've watched them play through this, and so I will try my dimma darndest to stay faithful to myself. But I do have these inspirations that might shine from time to time. Not that that's a bad thing to have, inspirations or anything like that. Man, one joke that they make at the very beginning is Toadsworth has this little this little cane with a mushroom on it, and the mushroom is the same color. Ah, dang it! Didn't get the super guard. It's the same color as him, and they're talking, and they're like,
"This is the head of my dad's son."
And I just die, dude. It's such a good joke. Those guys are so clever. I'd go ham if one day in the future I was ever granted the opportunity to not even play with them. I'd die if I got the opportunity to play games with them, but just meet them, dude. They seem like really cool people. There's not a lot of people it's tough. I don't think that I am a fangirly type. I guess I've never met one of my idols or icons. I've never met someone who I would, fanboy over, get all giddy and uppity. Because in my head, I would like to imagine that I'd be pretty calm and collected, and I'd be like, what's up, Danny and Arnold? What's up, Dan and Aaron? I feel like, I wouldn't put pressure on myself to try to make them laugh. I feel like I would just want to meet them and have a cool conversation and be like, hey, thank you for inspiring me. I feel that I am a funnier person today because of you, and just show my gratitude, Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. But yeah, I don't think I would, go all crazy fangirly over them, but it's hard to tell. Brendan Lee Mulligan's a different story. I feel if I was to meet him, I might fangirl a little bit, and I am more than willing to admit that about myself. But yeah, I would love to meet them one day. I think that they're really cool people, and they have inspired me to be more exploratory with like bits and comedy. And for me, this might not have as much comedy as I would like, because I am just trying to walk a razor's edge and not just outright steal their jokes, because a lot of the times that's what comes to my mind immediately is the jokes that have already been made. But that being said, Game Grumps, huge inspiration. I get a lot of I love those guys. They're very, very, very funny, very clever, and like good musicians too, like Starbum and Ninja Sex Party. Really, really awesome stuff. Other people who I'm inspired by is like Alpha Rad. I think Alpha Rad is hilarious. I watch a lot of his like Smash videos and stuff. Dude, honestly, I feel like him and Joe recently played like Mario Pinball, which was pretty interesting. They're essentially like a podcast at this point, which I got a lot of love and respect for. I've actually speaking of podcasts, I've actually started one of my own, but I'll kind of get into that later. But yeah, Alpha Rad I find to be super, super funny, although their humor is like pure irony based almost, which is very funny, but it's the type of thing that I think is a lot harder to recreate. And so I don't strive to be like funny like him, but I do think he's funny, and think that there are like sometimes where it's like, hey, like I dig that, I like that, I can respect that. For me though, I feel like most of when it comes to like the humor that I exude, a lot of it is less so observational humor. Like I feel that this is gonna be good for me, because this truly is an exercise both in creativity and in improv. Just letting my thoughts sort of flow as they happen. Which is, a good exercise. Very, got a free badge. Let's go. Just sort of letting my thoughts flow out, unscripted, just off the top. That being said, allowing my thoughts to do that is kind of allowing for me to, fall into the trap of what's happening now of losing track of whatever it was I was just talking about. I guess I'm just gonna go back to the inspiration things. But yeah, Alpha Rad, cool guys. I might mention my podcast later on. My podcast has nothing to do with video games. I'll just kind of get into that now. I've been trying to do a lot more because I'm trying to take care of like my mental well health and also like my self-image. For like a while now, and I think a lot of it is spurred on just by the recent mutual shunning away, or the I'm trying to think of a good way to rephrase the current happenstance of the world. But everyone decided to get up and get down with the sickness and is now chilling. Is now just chilling indoors, and as a result, it's had me feeling, kind of lost, as I'm sure a lot of people are. And for me, I feel like I've needed something to keep me busy other than just school, and such. And so, for me, I've, for a long time, I felt just sort of very lost playing video games. Like I felt like they weren't doing anything for me. I wasn't being productive, wasn't really, pursuing or making any strides towards like my life's goal or my purpose or doing things that like I want to do. Hold up, I'm gonna go start this dialogue. I'm gonna edge the audience. We're gonna get Coop's next episode. And I'm just gonna sort of finish this sort of rant and ramble. But yeah, I felt very lost, and I felt like I needed to like do more things. Like I love making music. Making music is like a big thing for me. I produce on Ableton. I like making mostly like electronic music as well as hip hop. Those are two things that really speak to me, two like genres of music that I really like. But I felt even that was becoming stagnant for me, where I just wasn't really feeling inspired, and I was getting most of my sort of creative inspiration and a lot of my creative outlet through playing Dungeons and Dragons. By the way, that's what my podcast is about. If you're interested in all of if for whatever reason Paper Mario's not your thing, or you want to hear me and my friend Gio talk more about stuff, Flurry of Bros is the podcast. But anyway, what I'm getting to is that I've started a lot of stuff recently. This being one of them, the podcast being one of them, making more music. And I think it's been for me an exercise in creativity as well as willpower, and just sort of a proving to myself that I can do the things that I preach and that I believe in, because for a very long time, I'm very much of the mindset that I believe that success is something anyone can find, and I think it looks different for every person. I don't think success is necessarily based on money, but it's based on happiness. And if you're enjoying what you do, that's the most important part. And I think that a lot of the times people are scared to do what they love, or scared to especially share what they love, because there's a lot of stigma. There's so many talented people. Like, I've seen, like one YouTuber that's blown up a lot recently is Corpse Husband. And for me, there was a little while there where I was like questioning, like, what am I doing with my life? Like, Corpse is 23, same age as me. He's making music that is like, successful and blowing up on like TikTok and YouTube and all this stuff. He's, playing games, has a YouTube channel with like 4 million plus subscribers. And it's like a thing where it's like, oh, dang, like this person who's the same age as me has accomplished, so much in their life. Like, they've done all this stuff. Like, what am I doing? And I feel it's so easy for us to compare ourselves to others and to not even try and to give up before we put any effort into actually trying to make something. And that is something I'm trying to really break within myself and prove to myself, like, hey, like, you can do stuff. Like, you're a cool guy too. Like, you make good music. Like, you have these things. It's an exercise in self-love, really. Because I feel like there are so many talented people who don't put themselves out there enough, and not to say that, like, oh yeah, and I'm one of them, I'm this super talented musician, funny YouTube gamer, haha man, like, but it is an exercise of self-love to just be like, hey, you can do it, take the first steps, it'll be all right, and again, I don't really expect much to come out of this. This is just more of self-therapy than anything. But if you're listening and there's something that you have always wanted to do, or something that a talent that you have, even if you don't think that you're the best out there, other people, a lot of them, they've been doing it for a long time, and you're only gonna get better once you start. So if you have something, a craft that you love, or something you enjoy, I highly encourage you, put it out there. Start an Instagram or Twitter. Start that podcast. Go start or that bakery. That business. Whatever it is. Go out there and do it, because you're only going to rob yourself of opportunities if you keep living in fear of what the future might hold. And if it doesn't end up being some smashing success, or you don't get like internet famous or whatever, at least you can tell yourself down the line that you tried, and at least you can feel proud of the accomplishment of doing what a lot of people don't in taking that first step. Anyway, I've talked for way too long. I wanted to leave on an encouraging message. You can do it. Go do that thing that you love and share it with people. You'll thank yourself that you did. I promise you. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. On the next episode, we're gonna find Hooktail, and complete chapter 1 is what I'm thinking. But yeah, for everyone who's tuned in, thank you so much for being here. This has been Skippy. I love each and every one of you, and I hope that you all have an amazing and wonderful rest of your day. Stay up, much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.